Students, today we will be continuing chapter 10, that is nervous system. We have already covered the different parts of nervous system, that is central nervous system, peripheral nervous system. Under central nervous system, we have studied in detail about the structure of brain, structure of spinal cord and its function. Peripheral nervous system, we have discussed about what is somatic nervous system and what is autonomic nervous system. So today we will be discussing about the topic reflex action. As I told you in your previous class, this particular function, reflex action, is performed by which part of your central nervous system? Spinal cord. Spinal cord performs this particular function, that is reflex action. So first let us understand what is reflex action. Okay, as we know that your brain and spinal cord are the main coordinating center in your body, right? So as I give you the example of you passing through a jungle and then facing a lion. Okay, so in that case what happens is, you see the lion, you analyze it within your brain whether you have to run or you might have mistaken it with some other animal. So in case if you have mistaken it with some other animal, you need not run away. So what are you doing here? You are looking at the lion in front of you and you are analyzing. Your brain is functioning in that particular part. So whenever your brain takes the signal through your sensory nerve and then analyzes it and then makes a response, right? In this particular case, whenever you are looking at the lion, your brain is analyzing the situation and then sending a signal to the effector organ how it should be responding, okay, whether it should run away or it should stay at that particular case. But in some of the responses, your brain does not analyze, okay, your brain does not analyze for a fraction of a second. So that kind of response is known as reflex action. Here your brain does not have a role to play. Okay, reflex action means immediate action that is carried out by your body whenever it senses some danger or changes in the environment. That is known as reflex action. Let me give you the example of a reflex action. Just imagine if you have a hot water placed in front of you. You did not know that there was a hot water, so you accidentally touched it. What do? You immediately remove a hand or not, right? So you have an immediate response. So in this situation, your brain has no role to play. Okay, your spinal message is sent to the spinal cord and then spinal cord sends the signal to the effector organ through the motor nerve that you have to remove a hand right at that particular period of time. So this is known as reflex action. Reflex action means immediate action, okay, without the involvement of a brain. Though your brain message will be sent to the brain later on, but at that particular moment your brain will not be involved in bringing out the response. Okay, so understood what is reflex action. Now next part is reflex arc. What is reflex arc? Reflex arc means pathway, just like the road. Okay, pathway through which your nerve impulse is traveling. Nerve impulse means message is traveling, okay, in a reflex action. To carry out the reflex action, through what pathway does the nerve impulse travel? That is known as reflex arc. Okay, now let us understand the different components of reflex arc. First is your receptor. As I told you in your previous class also, what is receptor? It's a specialized cells present in a sense organ, okay, which senses the changes in the environment. That means it senses the stimuli. Stimuli means change in the environment. So that change in the environment is sensed by your receptor cells which are present in your sense organ. Then you have a sensory nerve. We have already discussed the function of a sensory nerve. What is the function of a sensory nerve? Sensory nerve, it takes the message from your sense organ to the brain or to the spinal cord, okay, either to the brain or the spinal cord. It is taken through your sensory nerve. Now you have another component called association neuron. Now these association neuron are present in your spinal cord. What is the function of association neuron? The name itself is telling you that it is associating something, okay, it is connecting two things. So here the function of association neuron is to connect to relay the information from your sensory nerve to the motor nerve. That means it sends the sensory impulse to the motor nerve. Okay, now next one is your motor nerve. What is the function of a motor nerve? The function of a motor nerve is to carry the message from your brain or spinal cord to the effector organs. Effector organs means these are the organs which will act, okay, act according to the stimuli, according to the changes, what the changes the body has to be made. It is done by your motor nerve. So that message is sent from the brain or spinal cord to the effector organs through this particular nerve called motor nerve. Now next component is your effector organs. Okay, effector organs means these are the parts of your body which will show a response. So let us learn in detail about the reflex arc, reflex pathway, or you can say a reflex action. Here let us imagine hot water being placed in front of you. Okay, you touched that particular hot, you didn't know that it was a hot water, so you placed a finger on top of it. So you have a receptor cells in the skin, okay, known as thermoreceptors. These are the specialized cell which senses the changes in the environment. So it is felt by those receptor cells, the stimuli, the change, the external changes. That means the external changes is felt by the receptor cells. Now through receptor cells you have a sensory nerve which carries the message to your spinal cord. In case of reflex action, as I told you, only your spinal cord is involved, no involvement of the brain, so that the action can be taken up immediately. That's why your sensory nerve takes the message to the spinal cord. Okay, here you have an association neuron. What is the function of this association neuron? The function of this association neuron is to transmit this sensory impulse to the motor nerve, okay, to channel the sensory impulse towards the motor nerve. Now through motor nerve, the motor impulse is then sent to the effector organs. Now effector organs can be in case of your in case of the scenario where you are touching your when you are touching the hot water, the effector organs will be your bicep. The motor impulse will be through motor nerve will be sent to your effector organs, and you will remove your hand immediately. Okay, so what is the pathway? You have stimuli, change, stimuli means environmental change, then you have receptor, then you have sensory nerve, then you have association nerve, then you have mixed nerve, motor nerve, and your effector organs. So this is the pathway through which your nerve impulse travel. Okay, the message is traveled through this pathway. Now this pathway is only referred to as your reflex arc. Okay, so that's all about reflex action and reflex arc. Now there are two types of reflexes, natural and another one is conditioned reflex. Now let us understand what is natural reflex. Natural reflex means the term itself tells you that you are born with those particular reflex. For example, even if you throw a paper or any piece of object to an infant, he will simply blink his eye, right? He will not think over it, like he will not be analyzing the things. So that reflexes which are born, which person bears naturally, is known as natural reflex. Okay. Second one, the conditioned reflex. Conditioned reflex means with experience you gain this particular reflex. Okay, let us take the example of pani puri. If you tell a puchka or pani puri to an infant, will he be salivating? No, because he does not know how it tastes like. But if you, while you eat it, if you take the pani puri after a period of time, you know that that particular food is very tasty and you love eating those food, right? So if I tell a pani puri or puchka to the grown up adult, he will start salivating. Okay, that means these are the reflexes. Conditioned reflex means the one which you gain with the experience. Okay, the reflexes which you gain with the experience is known as conditioned reflex. The one which you are born with are known as natural reflex. Now, in order to understand what is conditioned reflex, one of the psychologists known as Pavlov, he had designed one experiment. What did we do in that experiment? The model of study in that experiment was dog. Okay, so and bell. What did he do? In first case, he brought the dog, he just rang the bell. Okay, no salivation occurred. Okay, next time what did he do? He bought the food. Okay, and then as soon as dog saw the food, it started salivating. Third case, he rang the bell and then he bought the food. Okay, that dog again started salivating because he saw the food. So next time what did he do? He just rang the bell. Okay, even then the dog was salivating, because what did the dog think of? The dog thought that the owner will be, as soon as he heard the bell ringing, he thought food would be brought in front of him. That's why he started salivating. So with experience, he has associated the bell with the food. That's why he started salivating. Okay, so here you can see that with experience he is gaining this particular reflex action or reflexes. So this is known as conditioned reflex. So that's all about chapter 10, that is nervous system. If you all have any problem regarding this chapter, you can either call me or message me. That in this particular chapter mainly you will focus with the structure of the brain, its function, the distribution of gray matter and white matter both in case of brain and the spinal cord. This particular topic, reflex action and reflex arc, is also very, very important. So regarding this chapter, if you have any problem, you can call me. Okay, thank you.